Aloha Kako. We are back at Waikiki Ross. Let's get in there. Let's see what we've got. Maybe we'll find something good. If it's one thing about Waikiki, the speaker's always going to be bumping. We're in size 7 right now. We got some TNs, Nike combat boots, pair of Asics. Them foams are still there peeking out. Another pair of Asics. Okay, size 8. A couple things that I missed the first time around. I finally found one of my wish list boys. Pair of TL 2.5s in size 5. Check the comps on those. Pair of LeBrons. Some SV vertebraes. Pair of Pegasus up here. Got a pair of Air Humaras. Another pair of TNs. Got one of these Lucas I think, plus a Dame 9 down here, and a pair of Lunar Lawns. Flip the script, we're in size 8.5 to 9. We've got a pair of Vomero 5s for just 44, size 8.5. Pair of Puma Rip and Dips, and a pair of Nike Reacts. Alright, size 9 and 9.5. Got these Zoom Flight 91s over here. This other pair of Jordans that I'm not quite sure what they are. Got another pair of these. Well, not another pair. First one that I've shown, but these Adidas. Got some Adidas cleats, as well as some Adidas weightlifting shoes. Got another pair of the Flight 91s in size 10. There's going to be a few of these today. Okay, in size men's 10 to 10.5. I've got these USC Trojans Pegasus, as well as a different colorway of the Lucas. If we turn around to 11, another different colorway of the Lucas. More Adidas weightlifting shoes. And in men's 11, got some Adidas trainers. Okay, in size 11, we got another pair of LeBrons. Some more Pegasus, or is it Infinity Run? I'm not sure. And pair number 3 of the Flight 91s. Behind me, in 11.5 to 12, we got some of these green Dunks. All right, and the big men's section is starting to pop off some things. We've got a giant pair of KDs, new colorway of Metcons, another giant pair of the Lucas, and a giant Flyknit pair of the Free Runs. I'd like to add that these TL 2.5s are a CDG collab, so we'll check the comps. Alright, kids section, couple new interesting finds, some Jaw 1s, a small pair of TWs. And on the other side, we've got a couple small pairs of these GT Cut 3s, as well as a pair of Jaw 1s down here. And to cap off the kids section, looks like those 180s are still here, and we've got this multicolor pair of LeBron 21s. Okay, ladies' big sizes is kind of spare right now, nothing new, just maybe some Docs, but there is. It's a pair of women's 10 Air Max 270s for only $50, and I love me a 270. They never really show up here. This is just a little too small. I put it on, I tried to make it work, it's not gonna work. Man, this music is bumping. Well, nothing super different going on in women's 9 except those turquoises and these Team Jordans. And a couple finds an 8.5. Some Air Max 1s. The swoosh on this one's looking crazy. The quality control, or lack thereof. And a pair of elevated 90s, a new colorway. And also a new pair of Nike Dunks in women's 8. Someone stepped on these things, all on these things. Oh no, I'm under the speaker. And to cap off women's 8, a pair of Jumpman MVPs. Alright, however, women's 7.5 has some stuff. So we've got these random Air Maxes over here. We've got several pairs of Forces. We got this multicolor pair over here. This picnic checkerboard pair over here. That's actually women's 8. And these alternate like plum thingies also in 7.5. The rest of the women's section is looking a little dry. However, in size 7, there is this pair of small vapor flies. All right, well, that went pretty well. The filming was a little disjointed because it's pretty crowded, as you can tell from the parking lot. And it was hard to get shots in the aisles without intruding on other people shopping. But did manage to pick something up. Got the CDG TL 2.5s. We'll see if I can do anything with these. The comps looked pretty good. Comps. So we'll see how it goes. Aloha mai kako me velina mai I Ross and found. Doing a 2-for today. We're going scenic, picturesque Waikiki in the lap of luxury. About to go check out the Ross Waikiki location. Let's check it out. All right, my other half is very good at this Costco thing, so I'm gonna get this done quick. Got a pair of Nike Pegasuses. Another pair of Nike Pegasuses. Cosmic Unity. And a size 10 Air Max 90, not an Elevate, regular Air Max 90. However, it's another pair of the Elevates down here. And another pair over here. We're in the big sizes heading down. Pair of Air Max 1s in size 10. Up there you can see a pair of Nike Dunks. Got a pair of V2K Runs. Pair of Waffle 1s in black and white. Pair of Nike Cortezes, some Corts. And another pair of Air Max 1s with some Air Max XCs above it. All right, and in women's 9, we've got one of these GT Zoom 3s or something. Is this even a, no, it's a ladies pair. This is the biggest one I've seen so far. They're usually in really small size. And in women's 9, we've got a pair of Rihanna Pumas, a pair of Air Max 90 Elevates, a pair of Air Max 1s down there, a pair of the red and black satin Dunks, and some multicolored Forces. Okay, women's size 8.5. Got 2 pairs, these Air Max 90 Elevates, and a pair of Dunk Lows. And in women's 8, got a pair of GTs, multicolor Air Max 1s, some of these Goldenrod Forces, pair of 312s, some Cords, and pair of TN Dribs, and another pair of Air Max 1. I haven't seen that colorway yet. Okay, and in women's size 7, 7.5, these denim Air Max 1s. I've seen these at Waikiki, but a couple things in women's 7. Got a pair of Air Max Correlates, Nike Pegasus, more 312s, and a pair of Infinity Runs. And to cap off the ladies section, in 5.5 and 6, there's one of these pairs of Air Max Trails. I've seen one of those at Kahala, but in a different colorway. Got a pair of Sabrinas over there. I don't know what these are, but they look super cool. Got a pair of Jaw 1s and some Vapor Max. Kids section. Got some of those Jordan 1 Comforts, Air Max 1s, pair of Dawn Issues, I think. Look at that. 2 pairs of pennies, some up-tempos, small pair of Air Max 97s, pair of DNs, and the usual suspects like the Nike Freaks and whatnot. All right, continuing this speed run, we got 2 pairs of the Kobe Crazy 8s, Python Jordans, of course. It's random Nike shoes. I'm not sure what these are. some Adidas with the snake skin. Whoop. Not me. Got some Adidas trail shoes. Another pair of Adidas over here. And some more Adidas trails up here. Skipped around to the other side to the big section. Got these giant freaks. These Adidas shoes with some sort of boost in them. Got a pair of Chile Ultra Boost. Pair of Air Max Alpha. Another pair of those chili peppers that I got. Couple pairs of Nike and Adidas cleats. Some sort of Team Jordan up there. And just a couple extra things out, 11, 11.5. These KDs that I haven't seen in a minute. And something called the Adidas Zencensored. Oh, and one last thing before I get out of here. In size 9? Nope, but it's a size 5. Air Max 90 Gore-Tex. Okay, that concludes the Ross Waikiki trip. Some pretty cool stuff. No finds today, but definitely a variety of things that we haven't seen at, say, Kahala or Ala Moana or Waikiki. I'm fairly certain that I missed some stuff in my haste, so if any of you guys see anything on the shelves that I didn't point out, just let me know in the comments. All right, everyone. Mahalo. I'll see you guys on the next one. Also, one last thing. I really try to be unobtrusive and not be in the way of other shoppers, especially when I'm not really buying anything most of the time. But in my haste to get content today, I think I was tearing around a little too much. So if you ever see me in a Ross just kind of staring and recording the shelves, making it uncomfortable, I sincerely apologize. Try to be better at being a ninja.